Hey, Kevin. Hey, Kevin, are you there?
Brett's coming down like a monkey.
Not helping Carolyn.
Sorry.
Where's everyone off to?
Oh, they're gonna get a copy of a new album from Afro Recordings. It's called Sanctions Are Coming, music from my Brett's Brettgate saga.
Must be fun.
All kinds of
Fun.
You heard Danielle. In addition to Nick Hubble's award-winning doo-wop-influenced synthesizer score, the album includes songs from artists like Peter Gabriel, John Mellencamp, Steve Winwood, Tom Petty, and more.
You got that right. And not only does it include contributions from our singing group, the Weeaboos, but it also includes the theme to Brettgate, Movin' Up. It includes both the Brett Ambler version, that's the voice of Brett on I'm Brett, and the radio-friendly version preformed by Don Crow.
This is a journey all about.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Sit.
Sanctions Are Coming, now available from FIlmora Recordings.
At Kia, we're bringing America's best value to you. Whether you want a big SUV with standard 7-passenger seating, or a medium SUV with available all-wheel drive, or a more compact SUV with iconic styling, or a hybrid SUV with 43 mpg combined. No matter what SUV you like, you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty at Kia, America's best value. For great offers, visit KiaDealers.com.
I'm Abigail Spanberger, and I approve this message.
Dave Bratt said he'd vote to reduce the deficit, but instead, he voted to increase it by $1.9 trillion. Why? Bratt went Washington, taking hundreds of thousands from big drug companies, Wall Street banks, and other corporate special interests, and voting to give his big corporate donors big tax breaks, making the next generation pay. Dave Bratt went Washington, and all we got was the bill.
The Washington Post endorses Nancy Florine for Montgomery County Executive. Florine, a lifelong Democrat, has led the way for better jobs, transportation, and schools. The Post says Councilwoman Florine is iron-willed, deeply experienced, and would make an exceptionally competent leader. But the Post calls Mark Elrich's record extreme and disqualifying, and warns he would imperil the county's economic and fiscal prospects. The clear choice to protect and improve the county's schools, parks, and future is Nancy Florine.
Well, Phil and Daniel.
When you join us for the Weeaboo Hour, tomorrow, right here.
WPGC 95.5. Let's go.
This is WPGC FM HD1 Morningside, Washington, D.C. A radio.com station. Hey folks, welcome back to another edition of Community Focus right here on WPGC 95.5. I'm your host, News Affairs Director Guy Lambert. So it's Sunday, and you know what that means. We have a power-packed show lined up for you today. Gonna get to that in just 1 second. Before we do so, need to remind you that the comments and opinions expressed during the course of this program are not necessarily the views of WPGC Radio nor CBS Broadcasting. All right, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, it's time for Lights, Camera, Fashion. Yes, the 60th annual Cooley-Moore Luncheon Fashion Show Scholarship Fundraiser, all set to take place. Did I mention it's spearheaded by the Ivy Foundation of Northern Virginia Incorporated, the charitable affiliate of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Zeta Chi Omega Chapter? Yes, it is. And here to tell us all about it, happened to be none other than Shalisha Saunders. She is the founder of SOS Event Planning, and Miss Karen Brigman, the chairperson of the Cooley Moore Lunch and Fashion Show. Ladies, so glad you're here. Welcome to the program. Well, it's funny. It sounds like you all are somewhat of a chorus a little bit. I got to tell you, I'm really excited about this. So a couple of things are going to happen here. I was at home one day, got a telephone call, and it happened to be Shalisha. And she said, "Hey, Guy, I saw you MC at the DC Fashion Week fashion show." And I said, "I sure did." She said, "Well, guess what? We have a fashion show as well. And we're celebrating not one, not two, but 60 years of doing good in the hood, as I like to say." And I said, "Well, I got to sign up." And here we are today. Of course, we're getting set for the upcoming 60th annual fashion show. This has got to be really exciting to you, Shalisha.
It really is. I'm excited.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm excited as well. When you think about fashion and you think about DC, a lot of folks don't, mix the two together, but you all are doing that in a big way. Of course, you spearhead the SOS Event Planning Organization, I should say. And, this is your first time doing this for the actual Ivy Foundation. It's got to be exciting because you're making a change within the community. Don't you feel that?
Yeah, I'm really excited. We get to bring fashion to the stage while supporting scholarship. So something bigger than that. So really excited.
It's funny. When I first met you and I first heard of SOS, I thought of that's what I do when I'm in trouble. And the way I introduced you, I needed to say SOS. But that's not what's happening here. It's not about being in distress. You all focus on so much more.
So when you think of SOS, you think help me, I'm in trouble. So call SOS Event Planning. We take care of everything. So we're there when you're in trouble.
Yeah, and you're taking care of this in a big way. As you heard me state, I host a lot of fashion shows. And most of the time, it's all about the designer. Most of the time, it's all about the models. But you all are raising money, and you're looking to, further someone's education. That's got to make you feel good inside. I know it makes me smile.
Absolutely.
It does, and that's the reason that we reached out to SOS. We needed help in celebrating this 60th annual anniversary of our scholarship lunch and fashion show. And Shalisha really surmised what we wanted to do best. She said you can never be overdressed or overeducated.
I know that's right. Karen, you serve as the chairperson, and I would assume that this has been a lot of fun for you as well, because you get to put all of this together. You get a chance to work with the designers. You get a chance to talk to all of the many vendors that you're going to have there as well. But the best part is you get to see your baby come to fruition.
Yes, it's fun with a purpose. And as a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, that's really what we're about, giving back to the community. And this foundation is the charitable arm, as you mentioned earlier. It's about the fundraising so that we could actually put dollars and programs into our community. And education is fundamental to just moving our communities forward. It's fundamental in just awareness. And as we just think about things in this time, in this day, in this United States of America.
Yeah.
Education is paramount and forefront. When we think about understanding our vote and our voice and being able to speak for our rights, it all goes back to being educated.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, you actually contribute to this upcoming fashion show. They say all news is good news or no news is bad news. In this case, I got to tell everybody, the event sold out. Well, that's good news and bad news. Bad news because you can't come this year, but the good news is you could still donate to an amazing cause. And they could do so simply, I would assume, by logging onto the website or contacting you guys. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And what's the website address?
The website address is www.ifnv.org. And when you get to the website, it will politely remind you that the event is sold out, but you can make contributions there. And I'd also like to encourage people to come out to the venue, even though the tickets are sold out. We do have vendors set up, so there is shopping, and the hotel is expecting guests, so you could have lunch and do shopping there and get a taste of what you can come to next year.
Yeah. Once again, the event's set to take place Sunday, November the 11th. It's all going down at the Hilton McLean, in McLean, I should say. Folks that actually want to find out more information, you just heard the website in order to log on to. But what they also need to know is that monies raised from this event happen to be going toward funding someone's scholarship. Not just anyone. We're talking about the youth who attend schools in Arlington and Alexandria. Out of curiosity, why those two districts?
It has to do with where our chapter is is located. And so, there are several Greek organizations within the area. And so that's sort of the area that we focus our community programs on.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I've worked with you all in the past, and you all do so well here in this area. You all give back in so many ways. It's interesting, so many folks being a part of a Greek organization as well. So many folks approach me and say, well, why do y'all just have parties and have a good time and don't give back? Well, this is proof in the pudding that this is not the case. You all give back and give back time and time again. Someone that's actually interested in possibly becoming a part of the organization, a part of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, what would you say to that person?
We'd welcome you. And then again, it's about service to all mankind. So this isn't about coming to an organization just to be a member. It's about coming to an organization to share your talents.
Yeah. And that's exactly what you're doing. I got to tell you, I'm excited about the designers as well. Corjor International. Who is that, you ask? Well, it stands for Corey and Jordan, the sons of Ian Williams. He is the founder of DC Fashion Week. Shalisha, you decided to give him a call and have him take part. Why is that?
Because when I saw you producing the last show, his fashions were really good. The international couture for all different people, all different body shapes. He just had a really good line. And we're also going to showcase Hadari designs as well as Deja Renee designs. So it's going to be a really good show. A lot of different fashion, high-end international couture. So it's going to be really good.
Yeah, I am really excited about this. No disrespect, but I've been to a couple of fashion shows here in this area where they just bring in local talent. And there's nothing wrong with the local talent. Ian is from here. But you all have took it to a whole nother level. And that's because, well, you're having an international fashion show. You're going to get a chance to see what's happening all over the world. And it's all happening during the upcoming 60th annual Cooley-Moore Luncheon Fashion Show. Scholarship fundraiser, once again, set to take place Sunday, November the 11th. What time does the event begin, out of curiosity?
Starts at 2 o'clock sharp.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I guess I should make mention that I'm emceeing this event. So I can't wait to show up and see this as well. Did you want to add something?
I did. The vendors open at 11, so vendors will be ready for business at 11. The luncheon fashion show portion starts at 2.
Good stuff. So even if you don't have a ticket, there's no reason why you can't drive on down, march on down, get the experience, shop with the vendors, see what they have to offer. Ladies, I got to tell you, I'm so excited about this upcoming event. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Once again, folks that want to find out more information, or shall I say, donate immediately, the website one can log on to
is www.ifnv.org.
Easy as 1, 2, 3. It's the upcoming 60th annual Cooley-Moore Luncheon. Yes, it's the fashion show scholarship fundraiser, all set to take place Sunday, November the 11th at the Hilton McLean, spearheaded by the Ivy Foundation of Northern Virginia Incorporated, the charitable affiliate of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. You try saying that fast 3 times. All right, folks. Once again, we've been joined by none other than Shalisha Saunders, founder of SOS Event Planning, and Karen Brigman, chairperson of the Cooley-Moore Luncheon Fashion Show. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming on the program.
Thanks, Guy.
You're welcome. Stick around, folks. We're going to take a quick break. More Community Focus coming up next, right here on WPGC 95.5.
Download the allnewradio.com app and listen to WPGC 95.5 anytime, anywhere.
And we're back. You're listening to Community Focus right here on WPGC 95.5. I'm your host, News Affairs Director Guy Lambert. So, it's not every day we get the hometown hero that does well. Or shall I say, the hometown girl that does big things. I'm referring to Sophia Pellegrino. Do you know that name? If not, you better get to know it. She's soon to be on the big screen all throughout Hollywood. But for now, she's hailing right here in the DMV. You see, Sophia is a local actress. By the way, she started a number of shows. You've probably seen her in, well, I'll let her tell you about that. But now she has a brand new movie that she's unveiling. The name, The Last Cry. It's about a physically and mentally abused woman who goes on a journey to self-discovery by unraveling her past. And now she's here to tell us all about it. So with that, I give you, round of applause, please, Sophia Pellegrino. Hey.
Hello, hi, Guy. How are you?
This is just really cool. I guess full disclosure, I know you. I know you well.
Yes, you do. You know me.
This is just really cool because obviously you hail from this area. You are originally from Peru, I guess we should say.
I'm from Peru.
And then you actually dabbled in real estate very early.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you decided you wanted to get into acting. Why?
Well, I actually always wanted to get into acting. I love writing, and that's something that I wanted to do since I was very, very young.
But because life, not life, but there were certain things that I needed to do before I went that path. So I went to college. I had my children early at 20 and 21. I went to college, graduated in accounting. I was in real estate, and then after college, I decided I'm going to go ahead and do what I really am passionate about, which is acting and also the writing aspect.
Yeah. I want to talk about the movie in just a second, but I want to touch on what you just touched on first, and that is there are so many young ladies listening to this program right now. And let's say they're a single mom, you are a single mom,
Yes.
and let's say, they have to deal with everyday strife and everyday drama in their lives. But so did you. But you decided to go a step further. You didn't let that hold you back. You said, you know what, I have a dream, and no matter what, I'm going to make sure I fulfill it.
That's right. Actually, when I had my children, a lot of people would say, "Oh, it's going to be so hard. You're not going to be able to do much with the kids." But actually, I've gone as far as I have because of my children, because they are my motivation. They are my drive. Every time I want to do something, I set a goal. I know I need to finish it because of them, because they're watching me and they're cheering for me, and I do not want to let them down. So no, I think children actually they're your motivation. They should motivate you to go further in life.
Yeah.
That's what it's been for me.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I remember when I first started radio, one of the coolest things is I was answering telephone calls, and at that time, P. Diddy called, and well, he was known as Puff Daddy back then. I don't want to date myself, but I remember I called my mom, and I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe that I actually spoke with Puff Daddy," meaning, I'm going to put you on hold so I can turn you over to the host. That's all I said to him. I say that to say it because I remember certain times in my life and throughout my career that really just stick with you. I remember I was talking to you off air, and there was something recent that has stuck with you as well, and that is you were recognized. You were out and about, and folks recognized who you were, and it's got to make you feel good.
Yes, I actually felt, well, at first I was a little bit overwhelmed because I wasn't used to that. But yeah, when it happened, I was like, oh, wow, this is like really cool. A lot of people, they're liking what I'm doing. They're motivated by what I'm doing, especially because I'm not from here. I'm from Peru, and I pretty much grew this career from zero.
Yeah.
I didn't have parents who were wealthy or anything. It was all from zero. My real estate career and my acting, and now my production company, and my debut as a director and writer. So yes, a lot of people look up to me and they're like, wow, how did you do it? How can you handle so many things? A mom and a real estate career, and then now this, like, how do you do it? So a lot of people want to know how I do it. And to be honest with you, I don't even know how I do it. I just know that everything that I do, I'm always praying about it. I talk to my kids about it, and from there, I just go with my feelings. I go with the flow. I set a goal, and I just go for it. I'm not afraid of anything. I do take risks, but they're very calculated. So I just try to do my best so I can get the best outcome.
Yeah, well, you've done that well. You heard me in the intro talk about some of the shows you've been on. Why don't you tell us? I know a lot of them happen to be on TV One or Urban One?
No, I was on TV One. I did Investigation Discovery too.
Okay.
TV One was a show. I don't know if it's still airing, but it was For My Men, and because of that, I was actually able to get on Fox 5, which was also like a coincidence. I wasn't even looking for it. I was like, oh, so a producer at Fox 5 recognized me. He's like, hey, I saw you on TV. You want to come on my show? I thought that was very cool. So I was there on For My Men. I did Deadly Affairs, which was Investigation Discovery. I did House of Cards, but it was very very short, maybe like a few seconds, but I was featured, so that was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
And I've done commercials, national commercials for PBS Kids. I've done for local commercials too. I've done Geico, industrials. I've done a lot. I've been in the acting industry for 4 years, and I have pretty much killed the market here. I've done very well here, thank God.
Yeah, that's just got to be so exciting and once again so inspiring. And I keep on touching on that because I want the young ladies that are listening right now to know that you too can do it. That's what the show is all about, encouraging others to be the best they can be.
True.
Now you've embarked on a new project. It's actually finished, I guess you could say, but
finished.
it's entitled The Last Cry. What's it about?
Okay, so it's about this young woman who has, she goes through certain things in life. She goes through sexual abuse and bullying, and it's just how she evolves as a character and gets herself out of that unfortunate situation. It's got a little bit of fiction in it. So, and the whole purpose of this is I want to make it a series. So this will be how it's about an organization, a secret fighting organization called the Scar Warriors. But this is the kind of like the intro, how it all came about. So it follows her journey. The character's name is Samantha, and actually I play it. And it follows her journey out of her misery, how she evolves, and she becomes one of the Scar Warriors.
Wow.
She has to fight different people. She has to.
So it's like action involved too.
Yeah, it's drama. It's very emotional at first, and then it just becomes action. So people are gonna be cheering for her. They're gonna want her to kick butt. So people are gonna be very excited.
Yeah.
It's a 40-minute film. My first film. I wrote it and directed it. So I'm very, very proud of it. I think I got a lot of great feedback from the trailer. We won some festivals as well.
Yeah.
The trailer.
I'm on the website as we speak, and I'm looking at it. I mean, it's been you talked about nominated and actually received awards as well. I'm looking at the Los Angeles Cinefest?
Yes.
The Silver Award for the Independent Short Awards.
Yes.
A couple of other ones that I cannot pronounce. I won't even try. But this is just really cool. And when I watched the trailer, one of the things that I noticed is that you talk about your kids, but you incorporated your kids in the movie as well. How cool is that?
I like to do whatever I do. I love to incorporate them. And when I brought the idea to them and I told them, hey, would you like to play, my daughter, my youngest, her name is Isabella. I was like, would you like to play me young? And she's like, okay. And then my oldest is Jaylene. I was like, you want to play the bully? She's like, yes, I want to play the bully. So it was a great journey because we actually, we had so many all-nighters. We spent a lot of time together making this film, and for them this was like a big deal.
Yeah.
My youngest daughter wrote me a little a drawing in a letter, and she said, Mom, you made your dream come true, congratulations. And that for me was like, wow, like she really, this was a big deal for them too. So I'm excited that they're in the film with me.
Yeah. How cool is that to be 10, 11, 12, 13 years old with hanging out with all their friends, and they're in a movie already.
Yes.
Thanks to Mom.
They brag about it all the time. So.
That's just really exciting. Of course, the big premiere, or the red carpet debut premiere, takes place this upcoming Thursday.
Yes, Thursday, November 8th at 7 p.m. at the Angelica Film Center. That's in Fairfax, Virginia. We're going to have a wonderful time. There's going to be a red carpet reception from 7 to 8, and then the movie starts at 8 sharply. And it's 40 minutes, and then we're going to do Q&A. So I expect almost 300 people there.
Wow. But are you sold out?
Sold out.
Wow.
I was not expecting this. I really, even the whole winning the festivals and being nominated, I was not expecting this. For my first movie, I really just, my thought process was, I'll make my first movie, I'll do a nice little screening, my family comes, the cast comes. But this became bigger than I ever imagined. And I guess the people I'm surrounded by, everyone just so supportive, and they just gave me that motivation, like, you can make this bigger, you can do this, you can do that. So now it's this huge event because it's sold out, and I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, you should be.
And nervous.
Well, don't be nervous. I'm the one that needs to be nervous. I'm interviewing a movie star now.
Okay.
But one of the things that you also did, which is it just makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside, is that not only did you do this movie, but you said, you know what? Within the movie, there's a woman that's abused. And you said, I want this to be more than just a movie. I want to really respond. I want to do something for somebody. And so you teamed up with a nonprofit organization, and you're giving back. How cool is that?
So the whole purpose of making these movies, I wanted to empower women. I wanted to empower them, and I wanted to tell, no matter what they're facing, that, everything is temporarily, and just set your goals and just keep moving forward. Don't let the past or whatever you're going through set you back. So when I was looking, I was like, I got so much support from sponsors that I didn't even think I was going to get sponsors. We got 10 sponsors, and I got so much support that I said, you know what, I need to give up. I need to give back. So I decided I'm going to look for a nonprofit and somehow, some way give back. So we actually, I met someone from a nonprofit. It's a Latina nonprofit called El Poder de Ser Mujer, which is translated, it means the power of being a woman. And they help women with building their businesses, or just giving them knowledge. Women who have never worked or are just having a hard time with life, or are housewives, just getting them out of there and getting them out in the field of business and just getting things together. So when I went to one of their meetings, I met this young woman, and she's 21. She reminded me of myself. She has 2 kids. One is 5 years old, the other one's 1. And she's a single mom. And I was a single mom. I'm still a single mom. And she told me, she wanted to study cosmetology. That was her dream. She started it back in Honduras. She's from Honduras. She's been here for 2 years, and that was one of her dreams. And then the lady at the nonprofit was like, hey, we should help her. We should help her get her scholarships. I was like, hey, yeah, why not? We've got some funds from the sponsors. So I said, let's go ahead and help her. So we are giving her, giving her a scholarship so she can go to cosmetology school. Yes, and she was so grateful. She's going to be at the premiere too.
Good stuff.
Yeah, she's very excited.
Of course, I would assume you'd like to thank your sponsors.
Oh, yes, of course. My number, well, they're all very important, but I want to thank definitely Mobiphonic, AT&T. They're in Back Lake Road. I also want to thank Rubio Mechanical. They are also in Fairfax. They're AC heating company, and they have been very supportive. Also, makeup by Anna B. She will be doing my makeup at the premiere, so I'm very excited. And she's been supportive of the film as well. I need to thank Bahama Breeze because they're gonna be providing food at the premiere, so that's exciting. And then I have Cornerstone floor covering, First Solutions Title, Nationwide Mortgage, Leon Insurance, and of course I cannot forget Josh Velez, who's also my best friend, and he's also helped a lot. And Jaime Quinteros, he's the marketing guy. He's been helping me so much. He's been a big support with the film, and I cannot forget about them. But I'm very grateful with all these sponsors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Sorry, it's a lot to name.
Well, but you named them all, and that's all that matters. I have to name them all,
otherwise they'll be like, you forgot about me.
So once again, the upcoming movie premiere happens this upcoming Thursday. It's sold out, so you can't go if you're listening to us right now. But how can folks find out more information? And a little birdie whispered in my ear that there's going to be another premiere coming up soon?
December 13th.
Okay, where at?
I still haven't
solidified it as yet?
I know where it's going to be. It's going to be at Morgan University.
Oh, wow.
Yes. But I haven't promoted yet.
Okay.
But it's going to be a free event. I actually got a sponsor for that, thank God. But yeah, that's going to be December 13th, and I'll start promoting it right after the premiere, November 8th. But yeah, so people can go to our website, thelastcrymovie.com. And they can look up the show times, where the next premiere will be. And we're hoping to have more screenings. We just have to be able to get more sponsors, and then we'll be able to have more screenings.
Good stuff. The one and only Sophia Pellegrino. You hear her here first. Next time you hear her, it's probably going to be somewhere in Hollywood. You go, girl. Congratulations.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. All right, folks. That just about wraps up another edition of Community Focus. Want to say thanks to all of my guests this morning. Of course, thanks to you as well for listening. God willing, we'll do it again soon. Until then, make it a great day. I'm Guy Lambert. This is WPGC 95.5.
Hey, Redskins fans, get our Paisanos Game Day BOGO. Buy one, get one free.
In this community right here, it's a disconnect between the people and the person they supposed to be able to reach. I've been here since 2011. I ain't had no help until 2014. I wound up running to the governor, and he had promised. He said, well, win or lose, I'm gonna get him some help down there. After he won the election, he sent me some help. A lot of times he's here, and nobody knows. We operate, man, off of friendships. It is what it is. We making it work. You got a white Republican governor. Hey, he act like a regular human being to me.
I'm Abigail Spanberger, and I approve this message.
Dave Bratt said he'd vote to reduce the deficit, but instead, he voted to increase it by $1.9 trillion. Why? Bratt went Washington, taking hundreds of thousands from big drug companies, Wall Street banks, and other corporate special interests, and voting to give his big corporate donors big tax breaks, making the next generation pay. Dave Bratt went Washington, and all we got was the bill.
My friends, it's almost over 7 days, 1 week, and this store, Direct Furniture in Falls Church, closes for the last time in their history. Over a decade of great value, service, and price. It's all here, top name brands at an unbeatable store closing price. A recliner, we've got them. Rows of them. Mattress sets, you ought to see what we have in every size, firmness, style, and price range. When it comes to dining sets, we've got them, but only for a few more days. We're down to our final hours for you to come in and listen to this. Let us approve your reasonable offer.
The Washington Post endorses Nancy Florine for Montgomery County Executive. Florine, a lifelong Democrat, has led the way for better jobs, transportation, and schools. The Post says Councilwoman Florine is iron-willed, deeply experienced, and would make an exceptionally competent leader. But the Post calls Mark Elrich's record extreme and disqualifying and warns he would imperil the county's economic and fiscal prospects. The clear choice to protect and improve the county's schools, parks, and future is Nancy Florine.
This year, 2,800 people waiting for a liver transplant will die waiting. Don't wait. Find out about living donor liver transplants at UPMC today. Living donor liver transplants mean less waiting and better outcomes. UPMC is the nation's leader in living donor liver transplants. So why wait for a liver transplant? Call UPMC today. UPMC. Life-changing medicine.
Илагаин. Эвириони лавесты папалауэ гамес. Буддите укноу труды, ес труды from last to expilot. Ася фриентоос релатета папалауэ. Антуэйт тилиумеет папалау и эсуифи. Тадайши с мамареми, будь бачктен, шью айс лола лаутинс, шоугирл. Антацте фочус автисю экспилот.
Wind energy works. A renewable energy source, wind provides clean, emission-free energy, and gathering it is environmentally friendly. Unlike fossil fuels, wind is abundant and inexhaustible. The wind is there, we just need to use it. Visit our website today to find out how you can make this a reality.
From a baby's first steps to walking your daughter down the aisle, so many of life's precious moments are spent on our feet, and every step you take contributes to a healthier heart. By walking briskly for just 30 minutes a day, you can lower your risk for heart disease and stroke. So join us and take the first step to a healthier, longer life. The American Heart Association and the American Stroke Association. Life. Life is why.
You may hear that racism isn't a thing anymore. Tell that to Terrence Crutcher, who was shot while he was unarmed because he looked like a bad man. Tell that to the 100 unarmed African American people who died in 2015. If you see someone being racist, speak against it. Ask questions like, why is that funny? Or why did you say that? Support the victim. Because racism is a thing. Don't avoid the problem.
We get into our vehicles every day. Check the side and rear view mirrors, look back, ready to go. But wait. Behind the vehicle are 62 children and not a single one could be seen.
Technology already exists that can eliminate the blind zone. Please protect your children and equip your vehicle. Don't back blind. See the children.
America's veterans have sacrificed so much to protect our freedoms. And we need to show our gratitude. But how? Well, we can volunteer at a VA medical center or outpatient clinic, at a VA community living center, a veterans benefits office, or at one of our national cemeteries. We can also contribute online to help support veterans programs. Let's show our nation's heroes just how much we care. Volunteer or donate today to thank America's veterans.
Copacabana, the hottest spot north of Havana. At the Copacabana, music and yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha. And while she tried to be a star, Tony always tended bar across the crowded floor. They worked from 8 till 4. They were young and they had each other. Who could ask for more? At the Copacabana, the hottest spot north of Havana.